On November 1st, 2025, an Antonov AN-124 lifted off from Mesa Gateway Airport in Arizona, carrying three AH-64E Apache attack helicopters destined for the Indian Army. The aircraft had flown this route before when the first batch of three Apaches successfully passed through Turkish airspace to India. But this time, something changed. The Antonov landed in England on November 2nd for a pit stop. But for 8 days, it sat on the tarmac. Then on November 8, it turned around and flew back to Arizona, returning the three Apaches to the United States. Boeing's official answer was vague. We are currently addressing logistical issues caused by external factors to complete the delivery process for the remaining aircraft. External factors, a euphemism that concealed the real story. Big multiple reports have said Turkey refused to grant the Antonov overflight clearance through its airspace. The aircraft was stranded in England not because of mechanical failure or bad weather. It was stranded because Ankara had said no. This raises an immediate question. How does a NATO member state allied with the United States block a cargo flight carrying American military hardware destined for India? Turkey controls one of the world's most strategically vital aviation corridors. Any heavy transport aircraft moving from Western Europe to South Asia must transit Turkish airspace. There is no simple alternate route. The answer lies not in airspace protocols but in geopolitics. In November 2025, India and Pakistan engaged in a brief 4-day war, and Turkey took a side, Pakistan. Turkey even supplied Islamabad with reconnaissance drones and battlefield intelligence during the conflict. For India, this was not a diplomatic disagreement. This was military aggression by proxy. To understand why Turkey's blockade matters, you must understand what Apaches do. The AH-64E Apache is the world's most advanced multi-role combat helicopter. It operates in all weather, day and night conditions. It can engage multiple targets simultaneously. It executes precision strikes in high-altitude mountainous terrain. For the Indian Army, these 6 Apaches represent a transformative upgrade to its aerial strike capabilities, particularly along the Pakistan and China borders. In short, Turkey is delaying military hardware that directly enhances India's ability to conduct military operations against Pakistan, Turkey's ally. But the blockade raises a deeper question. Why now? Why this aircraft? And why this act of defiance? One theory, Turkey is sending a message to NATO that Turkey can disrupt Western defense supply chains, a signal of its growing autonomy within NATO. Another theory, Turkey is punishing India without direct consequences. By blocking the Apache delivery, Turkey hurts India's military modernization and demonstrates to Pakistan that Ankara remains a reliable ally. Third theory, Turkey is testing international response. If the world remains silent about Turkey blocking a US-Indian defense delivery, what other blockades might Ankara attempt? What other supply chains might it obstruct? Geography is destiny, and Turkey controls a choke point. The blockade demonstrates that defense supply chains are vulnerable to geopolitical coercion. No amount of NATO alliance or US backing guarantees safe passage, but a critical geographic choke point is controlled by a hostile actor. For now, the Apaches wait, the skies over Turkey remain closed, and geopolitics has found a new weapon: airspace.